I do, folks. How you doing? Just a quick one. Look at the states of it out there. It's like fucking Siberia. It is freezing. If you don't think they're controlling the weather, a couple of days ago it was like the fucking Sahara Desert in the 30s here, which we don't get over here. And then all of a sudden we're at fucking absolute ridiculous cold now. I don't know what temperature it is, but I'm sure it isn't in the fucking minuses. But hang on, I'm in a fucking motor. Oh yeah, it's 13 degrees. I got the temperature, it says it right there to me. 13 degrees. So basically we're half our temperature, more than half our temperature in a day, basically, because it was shit yesterday. And I suppose that'll give plenty of people the chills and common colds, and that'll boost the COVID figures, don't it? I suppose if you sneeze at the minute, they're going to bang you down as COVID and tell you to go and self-isolate. A bit more to the statistics, creating history as we speak. You know, in 100 years' time, when they've finished with a reset and they've repopulated to a degree, the only thing that's going to be fucking left is the memory of COVID. That's the only thing that's going to be of this period, and it's going to have killed literally every fucker that's going to die. And it's going to be one of those disasters, and one of the reasons why they have to go forward being vaccinated every year. A yearly vaccination, another yearly vaccination. So I suppose them that go in for their flu shots are now going to take 2 vaccines at the same time. Now, while they're there, one in each arm, I suppose. But what a fucking bizarre world. The weather is absolutely being controlled by the parasites who are fucking on a daily basis. And now those that think rioting's the answer, you got to look at the other technologies they've got. Let's look at 5G for starters. Now, many things, as far as I can see, that destructive device can do. For starters, we know for a fact they can fry you. That's without a doubt. But we're talking frequencies, and we're not just talking like a couple of guys in white coats. We're talking multi-billion pound fucking research facilities with multi-billions of pounds worth of budget to research frequencies and what they can do to the brain. And they've been doing this, from what we know, from since the 40s, probably much longer than that. Excuse me a second. Maybe just much longer than that, but as long as we know, the 40s, that's fucking 80 years of spending billions, I mean by now probably trillions, on the research of what frequencies can do to you. Now, bearing in mind they've got this 5G technology that they've put up there that works on frequencies and can go right up to the 6 gig range. Now, that can do some mad old shit. They're already talking about the medical advancements it can do. We've seen some of the computer things that they can do with a 7G or 7D, sorry, which has run off the 5G, which is what would lead to the fake alien invasion if they ever did one. But they have got plans on that. Don't shoot the messenger. They've got plans on that. The governments have all done a mock-up of a fake alien invasion for whatever purpose, who knows. But but hey, and we know this 7D technology could actually put them in the sky. We know they've got the technologies for all sorts of shit now. So let's just go back a bit, because I haven't actually flipped this time. I'm actually leading somewhere. So we're going to protest. We're going to kick off. We're going to think that we're going to beat these parasites that have done all this to us and have got all this technology to us and are fucking us on a daily basis. Now imagine a protest. A big protest that they didn't control, and oh shit, it's getting out of hand and we're not going to be able to deal with this one. Yet they've got 5G fucking boxes on virtually every street. That's frequency. And then go back to these scientists. I use the term loosely because science is a paid-for conclusion. But these guys that have been getting paid billions and billions over decades to research what to do with frequency and how it can affect the human brain and body. Now, you don't think that they can just dial it up to maybe riot mode, maybe sit in a corner crying, afraid of dragons mode, fry your fucking brain mode? We already know they've got what they call non-lethal weapons that they can point at you, shoot it, nobody sees anything, it just burns the fuck out of you. It's frequency. Imagine that coming from the 5G systems. So when you think of these protests and you think you're involved in something against the system, you're not. Because if you were truly against the system and you was truly a threat to them, they'd switch you the fuck off. Or just make it unbearable for you to be there. They've got acoustic sounds that are just going to make you throw up. Come on, folks. These parasites control everything that goes in the food. Not just that, they control everything that goes in your fucking body. Your food, your water, the air you breathe, the vaccines, your medications. They control literally everything. If you honestly think you can fight and win the organisation that actually feeds you and supplies you the water and the heating and all the shops, because you know they can shut them down. You really think it. Just like they can just say, stay home, you must. And the entire world, no, we're not just talking about a portion, the entire fucking world fucking stayed home. Yet you can go out onto one of their organised marches and protest to bring them down. They're in control of all of the information, literally every single bit of information. I don't give a flying fuck what information. They're even in control of this because they can switch it off at any point they fucking want. They can take it down. They're in control of all information. Why do you find it so hard to believe that the information you're receiving could be bastardized? There's never been a protest of any magnitude that wasn't of their creation. Never ever. You think in olden days when I was a kid, my old man was a deputy down the pits. He was a miner. And the miners' strikes, they devastated the country. Devastated. You think for 1 minute that guys working down the pits mining suddenly wanted to go out on strike? No, they didn't. I remember kids, I suppose I was one of the lucky kids. My old man was a deputy, and as that was safety, it was against the law for him to strike. He couldn't strike, and everybody knew as the deputy he couldn't, so he wasn't in danger. But the reality is, I had mates coming to school fucking starving. Fucking the only meal they could get was the meal they was getting at school. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck because everybody was brainwashed into this is for the right reasons. No, it's always for their fucking reasons. Always. And that's what's going on now. All the protests and such like. You know they're guided, you know they're created. When they come to Black Lives Matters and all the bullshit fucking titles, the yellow vests. I mean, you see the same ones on yellow vests are doing the ones now, and they just bounce from fucking one fucking bullshit fucking march to another, and they'll be the ones rioting. And it just beggars belief. It's absolutely bizarre that they don't get they're being controlled. And the way I've got to think about it isn't about the reason the march is about or the protest. It isn't about the protest, and I don't really think it's about protesting anymore either. I think because these are the groups of folks that all know each other, and the groups on the internet that are just waiting for the next fucking march and the next fucking riot or whatever, and they go to them all, and they think they're doing it for the Constitution or for the country, for the love of their country. It isn't. It's for camaraderie, the friendship, the bonds that they're creating with other folks. Yeah, we've got another get together. Everybody loves a get together, so we've got another get together, and I believe now that is the mentality. We're all going down to here to get messages. We're all going down to here to kick off about this. Oh yeah, I'm in. That ain't your own mind. That isn't your own mind. If you're all doing that for camaraderie, who's the comrade at the top? Who is it that actually says, I know, let's organise a march? Have you found the one that actually says that? Let's organise a march, and sits down. Where shall we go? What shall we do? Who shall we invite to our march? Has anybody got to the bottom of it? Because I bet it's a guy in a suit with a tie on, talking very posh. And then some fucker on one of these groups who has a handler will get the info of this is where the next one's going to be, and then he puts it out on the Facebook groups and such like. We're having a march. There's a march. It's not the ones you think that are controlling it, and they're not doing it for the reason you think they are. They're fucking you. MK Ultra. You don't know you've been brainwashed. You don't know you're being created into these. I don't even know the right way to say it, but basically a puppet of theirs. You're there mainly for the masses to frown on and scoff at. You don't get it, but when anything is actually put on TV, they always pick the fucking idiot to talk. Haven't you noticed that? You get some, oh, you fucking, yeah, it's all wrong what they're doing, that is. What are you actually protesting against? Well, it's the fucking government, innit? And they're doing this and the fucking 5G and the fucking this and that. Come on. When do they ever put the articulate fella or woman on there that can really explain what's wrong in this world? And why is it always about a subject? A subject. When the parasites who are controlling everything are doing everything that you're having done to you. Everything. So why fragment it? It's about the rulers, they shouldn't be ruling. Isn't that about the top and bottom of it? The parasites that are sucking us fucking dry. They shouldn't be. If you're gonna fucking protest, get the word out on that one. All of them. The media, the entire control system, the system that runs the world, the entire world. And the world needs to come together in solidarity, the one thing that they'll never do. You can't even get a country to do it. You can't even get the fucking people to do it because you've got a colour or a fucking sexuality or something to fucking divide. People are stupid. People are stupid. If you can't get together as an entire world on the one subject of the rulers of the world, that includes every single member of every parliament, congress or whatever, every single puppet that's ever been, every fucking news media corporation, literally every aspect of your life, every council office, they all needed to be outed. The police force, and I am a believer in there should be a police force of some sort. I don't believe it should be called police force. There should be peacekeepers. They should be there to deal with the murderous fucking horrible bastards that are gonna ruin lives, cause harm, injury and loss. There are some fucking horrible bastards out there. But not ones that follow acts and statutes and the whims of Parliament. That's unlawful. They're not there to follow the whims of Parliament. They're there to keep the peace. They're there to protect you and your inalienable rights. So, absolutely, the police force as it is needs absolutely decimating, taking down. I don't think there's a single copper out there that is fit for purpose. While ever they'll go and do that job, I don't believe they could possibly be fit for purpose, because there's not one day that they can go out to work and not break their oath. It's absolutely impossible. And I don't care if you're a pen pusher in the office, you can't go to work and not break your oath. You cannot do it. And that means you're breaking the law. The very thing that you say that you're upholding. So I don't believe there's one fit for purpose. I don't think that they're all evil bastards. I'm sure some of them think that they're doing right, they've just been brain fucked. But the very fact that they've been brain fucked, they allow themselves to be brain fucked, and when they do realise they're being brain fucked, they'll continue. They're not fit for purpose. So yes, I do believe we should have some sort of peacekeeping force to control the wankers, the ones that have got ideas to become these fuckers again one day. Because you put anybody in a position of power and they will do. They need policing. Anybody who's in power needs policing. Far fucking heavier than we are doing. They're in positions of trust and not one of them can be trusted. Yet we'll protest about stupid little shit that we're not going to fucking have any effect on anyway, because all protests in my eyes are just mob mentality. And I'm not calling them all idiots, because I'm sure there's some intelligent folks in there, and I know some of the folks that go protesting and they're actually really, really nice folks when they're not protesting. But when they go protesting, they're doing the man's job. Not a man's job, the man's job. They're being puppet, they're being played right there and then. Their arms and legs and mouths are all going to their tune. The only thing coming out of there is what's been programmed to come out of there. You can't win, because if you was going to win in a protest, they'd activate the 5G, they'd make you all sick. They'd shoot you with the little ray guns that do whatever they do to you. You know they can give you cancer from afar. You know they can just shoot you with a frequency that'll gonna give you cancer. You know they can give you a heart attack. Was it in the fucking 30s, was it? I'm not sure, maybe 50s actually. They had the heart attack gun and it'll give you an heart attack. And again, they've had billions and billions of pounds being spent on facilities for fucking these scientists that have billions and billions of pounds to play with to work on what this shit can do to you. But your little protest is going to fix it all. And I imagine you're in your group there and you're kicking off, or not kicking off. Say you're going there peaceful. No, we're not violent protesters. We're peaceful protesters. Well, I've seen the videos of them playing with the frequencies and sending monkeys fucking crazy. You think you're any more than a fucking monkey to them? Do you think 5G can't fire that frequency? They didn't program that frequency. No, they won't let it do that thing, that one thing. Like control the moods. Control moods of people. Moods of entire towns or cities, countries, worlds. At any one time, control your mood. You have a riot about these 5Gs, but you're not going around cutting the fucking poles down, are you? That one's strange, isn't it? You see them burning on these videos. I always have a laugh at this. 5G towers getting burned. Well, I'm sorry, but these towers that they're showing you, I've been seeing them for fucking years and years and years, and I'm sure you have too. 5G my fucking arse. That's 4G. They're burning a couple of them to show you, get you outraged at the old technology. So if you're going to destroy something, you're going to destroy the old fucking technology. 5G are a pole that go up and then just go out wider at the top, a bit like a baton. They don't have them things sticking off the top. That's old technology. They don't need the eaves coming out now with the, I don't even know what they are, fucking directional fucking Jim. I don't know whether he's a retired fucking ninja or what, but fuck me. Oh fucking hellfire, walking down the street, not a soul near him, but he's going to breathe his own carbon dioxide. Well, I can't say, he might be doing better than us actually, he might be filtering out the barium and strontium and aluminium. Who knows, maybe it's us that's nutters. But anyway, yeah, 5G, it's not of that old technology. That old technology that we're watching is getting burned. It's old. It's ridiculous that people fall for this shit. You watched it old and you're seeing these new ones without anything coming off them. They're just like a pole, a baton sticking upside down in the ground, a bit fatter at the top. There's your 5G. People need to wake up to how you're manipulated. Even that shit's manipulated, you know what I mean? Even destruction, they show you what to destroy and they show you wrong. They're showing you wrong. They're getting you destroying the shit that they want destroyed. That one's going to come out of commission. And I should imagine the ones that burn have got the real 5G pole nearby if anybody goes around and has a look. But everybody's cheering to this ridiculousness. And we're so easy to them. We're so easy to them. There's so many things we want and they can show us a glimpse of what they know that we want and we jump up and down happy as fucking Larry. It's just manipulation. They're going to sit there pissing themselves. Sit there absolutely pissing themselves. We ain't got a clue how to deal with these parasites. Not a fucking clue. World solidarity. World solidarity in stopping playing their games. A shutdown of our own. Let's self-imprison ourselves in our house when they're not expecting it and when they don't want it. Give ourselves a little shutdown. Let's have a month of doing fuck all. Stock up, buy your shit. It don't matter that you've bought it in advance. It don't matter that they still got the money beforehand, because when you can stop their economy turning, you've got it. You've got it. When you can stop their systems, because it causes a sort of chaos that they can't create order out of. It is all order out of chaos, but it's very, very carefully orchestrated chaos that they create. Throw a spanner in the works, you get genuine chaos, and nobody can deal with that. Anyway, folks, I'll leave that little snippet with you, and enjoy your winter. I gotta say, I was in this motor with aircon the other day, and I've got the heating on, and I've got the seat heaters on. So anybody wants to tell me that our weather ain't fucking created, you want to whacken up, because this is supposed to be summer. Have a good one, folks. Ta-da.